Good morning again, Jeffrey Paul. Hey, with an inspiration about what you're agreeing to. You know, we sign contracts in business and in many things. In fact, so many times when you even actually take an app, it says, do you agree? Because you can't get it unless you agree. And if you don't hit that a button agree, they don't give it to you. But when you do agree, they give you what you agree to. Contracts, you sign the paper and say, I promise and I believe these are true, I'm going to do this. Well, I have an important relationship of question to you. And my question is to you, what are you agreeing to in your thoughts about you? Let me say that again. What are you agreeing to in your thoughts? Inner being, inner thinking, inner processing that you are agreeing to in your thoughts, because that's your agreement and your belief. It's so important that you hear this, because we make agreements within ourselves that we're not beautiful. We're not good enough. We're not going to succeed. We're not happy. We're not. We make these agreements unbeknownst to ourselves many times, or people have shared things about you that have been what you have said in yourself, within yourself. I agree. I am not really a nice person. I really am mean. And all of these things that we agree to. Now, why do I share that with you? To make you more depressed? Not at all. But to give you a gateway out of it, a freedom key to get out of that agreement. You know, it's interesting that you can go and fight a contract and you can possibly get it broken. But I want to give you a key to get out of the agreements you have made in your life to this day that are not the agreements of what God has said about you. I've shared with this so often with you in the past. In Psalms 139, God says, you are precious and wonderfully made. You are beautiful. I see Rosetta just is out there, and Brent. You are beautiful people. You are precious people. You're people that are doing wonderful works. But how many times we agree in our thoughts, we're not such a nice person. We're just not capable. We're not strong enough. We're not bold enough. We're not whatever it might be. But on the other hand, there's that inner voice. There's the scriptures that say you are stronger than you could ever ask or imagine, because greater is he that is within you than he that is in the world, or she that is in the world. And it's so important that you make the agreement to the truth about you instead of the lies about you. Now, you say, well, Jeff, I am mean sometimes, or Jeff, I am not always, smart enough. And that's the natural you. And that can be true. The weaknesses, the faults, the mistakes, the failures, can be the record of your history. But right now, here's the key to get out of that agreement and out of that level of belief. Start to believe what God has said about you, that you are precious, you are wonderful, that you are blessed in your coming in and going out. And you want a good scripture to find out who you are and what all of it God thinks about? Deuteronomy chapter 28, verses 1 through 14. Let me share with you, it is incredible. I use it almost on a daily basis in reminding myself, I'm blessed in my coming and going. I am at the head and never at the tail. I'm at the top and never at the bottom. I'm blessed in all that I do that I put my hands to. I have absolutely attraction and a magnetism of people to come to me that are blessed and want to bless me and want to be blessed. That's what it says about you. Not just about me, about you, each and every one of you. But you have to agree to it. Just like a contract. I agree, and here's what I want you to do. Here's your challenge. I want you to write an agreement that I agree with what God says about me. No matter what I've done, no matter what I haven't done, what I should do, no matter what history says, no matter what the circumstances say, no matter what my mom said or my coach said or my teacher said, doesn't matter. The agreement is broken right now. In fact, I'm going to rip it up with you. Hold on 1 minute. We're just going to rip up the contract of your past. And currently, you're going to become the new you, renewed. You're going to become the butterfly from the cocoon, transformed and metamorphosed because you believe. The caterpillar was a caterpillar until he got in the cocoon and believed in himself. And if you haven't read my book about metamorphosis, I want you to let me know, because I want to get that to you. Totally free. The metamorphosis of the caterpillar, you, the physical you, that gets the teaching from the beautiful butterfly about how to become a butterfly, and then goes into the cocoon and begins to believe in no longer being a caterpillar that was really physical, and comes out the beautiful monarch butterfly, ready to tell other caterpillars how to become beautiful butterflies. Does that make sense for our lives? But before you can really do that, you got to tear up the old agreement and start to agree who God says you are. So Judith and Rosetta and Michael and Brent and all of you out there, remember this. Remember this. Today is the day that you rip up the contract. You rip up the agreements that you've placed within yourself and limited your life. It's time to move out and become the monarch butterfly that is beautiful, that soars on the wind and that flies everywhere it wants to go in freedom, and always sharing with caterpillars on the way how to become beautiful butterflies and break and tear up the old agreements of their life. Are you ready for that? I hope you are, because I want to see you soaring and flying, because it's going to be a beautiful day out, and we can fly in beautiful color as butterflies, metamorphosed from the old into the renewed. That's you today. Have a beautiful day. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know that you're just challenged and ready to go into your new agreement, the agreement of what God says you are. And remember that scripture I gave you is just one of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, but Deuteronomy 28, verses 1 through 14, is the promises and what God says about you. And if you need some extra homework, side work, go to Psalms 139 and also hear what the one who loves you the most and created you has made you to be and believes you are today, no matter what the circumstances are in your life. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you tomorrow morning.